Okay, so today we're going to do a deep dive into something pretty heavy.
Huh.
We're talking about the LA wildfires.
Yeah.
And especially how they're impacting the entertainment world.
Mm-hmm.
Our main source here is this Reuters article. It came out January 9th, 2025.
Right.
And it's got some pretty intense stuff in it.
Yeah.
You know, when you think about wildfires and
Yeah.
celebrities, it's like, okay, these people, they've got these
Right. They're in these like mega mansions.
the mega mansions and tons of resources.
Mm-hmm.
But this article, it really brings home that nobody is immune to this kind of devastation.
No, not at all. And you know what really gets me is
Right.
it's not even just about the money, the houses, the cars.
Right.
It's that feeling of losing everything.
Yeah.
You know, having to grab whatever you can.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Like the article talks about. Some
Yeah.
folks just grabbing photo albums, artwork, like things that...
Exactly. Things with real meaning.
Yeah.
You know, you think about what would you grab if you only had a few minutes to get out?
Seriously.
Yeah.
Like if you had to evacuate right now, what would you be running through the house grabbing? It really makes you think about what's truly important.
It does. It puts things in perspective, for sure.
And speaking of perspective, there's this interesting thing the article does.
Okay. What's that?
It mentions all these big names,
Yeah.
you know, people like
Right.
celebrity name who had to evacuate.
Mm.
But it never actually says who lost their homes.
That's interesting. Why do you think they did that?
I don't know. It kind of
Yeah.
makes you wonder, is it, you know, to protect their privacy during
All right. Maybe it's a sensitivity.
this really tough time?
Mhm.
Or is it more about like
Or maybe
managing their public image?
Yeah, it could be some kind of PR strategy. We see that a lot with celebrities.
Totally. But it also kind of adds to the whole drama of it, right?
It does. There's this like layer of mystery now.
Exactly. Like, who are these unnamed celebrities and
Yeah.
how are they coping with this? And what about their upcoming projects and all that?
Yeah, and their staff and, you know, the people who work for them.
Right? Like, there's a whole ripple effect here that we're not even seeing.
Exactly. And, you know, it's important to remember that these wildfires,
Yeah,
they're not just random events. This is climate change.
that's true. And it's getting worse.
Yeah. The science is clear. These fires are becoming more frequent, more intense.
And you've got California's unique weather patterns, right?
Oh, absolutely. The Santa Ana wine.
The Santa Anas, they create like the perfect conditions for these fires to just explode.
They do. They dry everything out, and then the
Yeah.
wind just whips the flames around. It's
Yeah.
terrifying.
And it makes them so hard to contain.
Yeah, it's a nightmare for the firefighters trying to get a handle on this.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But amidst all this bad news, there's this little glimmer of hope.
Okay.
Tell me about it. The article mentions people coming together to help each other out.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, neighbors helping neighbors, shelters filling up.
Yeah, you always see that human spirit in these situations. It's amazing.
It is. But it also makes you wonder, right? Like, is this resilience
What do you mean?
becoming a kind of burden?
Yeah,
Is it asking too much of people to constantly bounce back?
that's a really good point. I mean, resilience is important,
Yeah.
but it shouldn't be a substitute for actually preventing these disasters in the first place.
Right. Shouldn't we be focusing more on, you know, addressing climate change?
Absolutely. And implementing better forest management practices.
Exactly.
Hmm.
We need to find that balance between being resilient
Yes.
and actually preventing these events from happening so often.
Yeah, that's the key takeaway here.
So for everyone listening, you know, we often think about celebrities as living in this bubble,
Like a different world.
a different world.
Yeah.
But this story really shows that
Yeah.
they're just as vulnerable as anyone else.
Nobody is immune to this.
And it really makes you think about what's truly important in life.
It does. It makes you question your priorities.
What do we value? How do we protect those things?
Big questions.
Big questions indeed.
Mhm.
And if you're feeling moved by this story, like we are, please consider donating to a wildfire relief organization.
Every little bit helps.
Even a small amount can make a huge difference in the lives of those who have lost everything.
Absolutely. So please give if you can.
And we'll keep you updated on this story as it develops.